Ultimately, if you can imagine it, we can build it. And we build custom buildings, again, to customers' exact specifications. So what separates Grandview Buildings from all the competitors is quality construction. You know, the main differences are in the floor systems, the wall systems, and the roofing systems, the parts and the pieces that go into it, and in how those pieces interact with each other. What ends up happening is over time when that building is sitting on your lot, it might settle into the ground just a little bit, and if you ever need to move it again, what can happen is when the building is pulled and the skids are dragging on the ground, this can let loose or wobble. So whereas with this construction, the notch and the 8-inch spike, it grabs it and holds it together, so as it's dragging across the lawn, it can't move. You can also put the insulation in the floor of the building as well, so if you do choose to finish the building, or if you ever want to heat the building, the floor is insulated and ready to go. But when we're talking about the wall systems, one of the reasons why we build them the way we do is so that they hold straight and true, they won't sag, twist, and warp, so that your windows always function the way that they're supposed to. And your doors open nicely. And at the end of the day, if the wall system isn't built to these standards, you know, the building could sag, could twist or warp, and those items won't function that way. All right, so the rafters are connected to the double top plate with what's called a hurricane clip. It's the strongest way to connect the rafter to the wall. So this is an example down here of the hurricane clips that we use. Most of the competitors use just a 16-penny nail, which it's weaker. It has a less of shear strength. This is what they use in Florida in hurricane zones to hold the roofs on. The rafters are made out of 2x4s, and where the joint is the weakest part of the rafter. So the competition saves a few pennies by using plywood to nail those together on the outside. We use a steel plate to sandwich those joints together, and it's the strongest way to build rafters. It's what engineers recommend in homes, and that's what we use. These buildings are a perfect DIY. If you want to buy the building, finish it any way you want, you can. But certainly if you would like, we could do that finished work for you. So again, anything that you could imagine on the inside, we could build. Part of the beauty is we have a building that can be used in so many different ways, right? So we have a building that can be used as a shed, turn it into a cabin, turn it into a tiny house, and all kinds of different things. Unless you've bought a shed and it's fallen apart on you, they might not be able to justify spending a couple extra $100. But the people that want this thing to last and want to almost live in it, they're crazy to not buy this building. We're Grandview Buildings, the world's greatest portable building.